Hi, I'm Tom Aikens. This is the Great British Chef's Signature Series. I'm definitely of the school of thinking of, less is definitely more. Whereas when I was first head chefs, I would always overcomplicate things. You definitely think that, adding that extra little thing is going to make it even better, which in a way it probably doesn't even need it. Concept or thought of a fine dining restaurant that is, stiff and snooty and formal and can't talk is a load of rubbish. You don't need to have all the frou-frou to have a fine dining or Michelin star restaurant. It's about the food. It really is. Hi, I'm Tom Aikens. We're in my restaurant Muse, which is in Belgravia. We have a 1 Michelin star here. And a dish that I'm going to be doing is a ricotta dish. We call this one Just Down the Road. So the reason we call it Just Down the Road is because where we get the dairy from, Old Hall Farm, is literally 12 minutes from where I used to live as a child in Norfolk. And we used to say, oh, it's just down the road. So the milk and cream goes into the pan. So this is still raw. The difference is you're probably aware that with the milk that we have in the country, we have pasteurizers and sterilizer being heat treated. This has not been heat treated at all. Just has come straight from the cow's udder. So it literally does taste of the farm and taste of grass. First step, as I said, we just heat this up to around sort of just below simmering, so 75, 80 degrees. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the salt. We're going to add the vinegar and lemon juice. And at this point, you just give it a little bit of stir. I'm just going to leave that now to sit for a bit, and then we'll come back to that. So we have our ricotta, so we're just going to now place that into a muslin-lined strainer. So now we just leave that to strain overnight. Once it's done, we beat it, check the seasoning, and then that's basically it. So it just comes out nice and thick. Next part of this dish is some confit carrots. So this is what they're going to end up looking like, and this is from the raw state. So all we're going to do is just lightly cook them in a little bit of olive oil first. Carrots go in. A little bit of salt. So we're not getting any colour on here. We're just giving them a little seal. So we don't need it on a too high temperature. So we're going to add to that some thyme and some tarragon and a little bit of bay leaf. Then we're going to add sweet wine. Goes in. So now that the sauterne is reduced, we add the carrot juice. And again, we're just going to reduce that all the way down. So those are the carrots. We've had the sauterne and then the carrot juice reduced right down, kind of look like that. And then we'll dehydrate them, and then they will look like that. Look like a little worm. If they don't have a dehydrator at home, you can just put them in a low oven, like 60, 65 degrees. And they will take around an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we're going to make carrot vinaigrette now. We basically got some sliced carrots with a little bit of olive oil, tarragon and thyme. We're just going to cook those off. So all we're doing is just getting tiny bit of colour in here, not much. A little bit of salt. We've just cooked the carrots till they're sort of not caramelised, but they're starting to release all their natural aromas and oils. So once we've done that, we've got some vinegar, which we're going to add. That's going to just be reduced down to nothing. So that goes in. We then have some sauterne that we're going to add. So the vinegar we reduced literally by 3/4, and then sauterne that goes in. So again, we're just going to reduce the sauterne by about 2/3, and then we're just going to add some fresh carrot juice to that. I think fine dining has changed, but also the customer has changed. We've got now a lot more foodies, I would say, than there before. People are far more knowledgeable on food. They find it interesting, they want to know, they want to learn. As we have an open kitchen here, we can discuss and chat about where they've been and what they like, which makes it more interesting for us as well. So that's reduced as well. So I'll add the carrot juice. Okay, so we've got the carrot vinaigrette here. So as you can see, it's carrot juice is reduced, And then all we then do is add olive oil. So that is now ready, but we would normally leave that for around 3 days minimum to up to a week just to marinate in a sous vide bag. So we'd let that cool and then just leave it in the fridge. So next part we're going to do some pickled carrot. So we've got some different coloured heritage carrots. We've got some yellow, orange and some purple. So we're just going to do some cutouts of these, some stencils. So we've got some different cutters here that we're going to use. So again with these, we probably again do these enough for sort of 3 days so they got a nice pickle flavour. We also have some girolles mushrooms as well. So we're going to use the same pickle. So the pickle is just basically white wine, water, vinegar, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and some thyme, bay leaf, and black pepper. Chuck them in, boom, and that is that. Pretty straightforward. And then what we'd normally do, we then would put this into sous vide just to compress it, and then just leave it, as I said, for like a couple of days before we use it. So now that we're set, we're going to plate this dish up. So we start putting on some of the pickled girolles. So we just put these around. Okay. So the carrot, we've got like 4 or 5 pieces of these. We're just going to dress it in a little bit of the carrot vinaigrette, and then we just have 3 pieces of the raw carrot as well. Then we put on some of the pickled pieces of carrot as well. So again, we're just going to dress this in a little bit of the carrot vinaigrette that we have. And then we're just going to put on a few salad leaves that we have here. So we have just some carrot fronds, nasturtium leaves as well. And then we have a little bit of sorrel leaf. And then we just finish it with this crumble of rye bread and set. So we just take rye bread crumbs, caramelise them with some thyme, and then we just add a little bit of set powder at the end. This is carrot vinaigrette that we just made. As I said, normally I'd leave that, for a good 3-4 days. And there we go. This dish is called Just Down the Road. We have the ricotta, pickled carrots, and girolles mushrooms.